Swadikap and welcome to Power Selection. In this channel, we talk about fun things in life and the reason why I chose them. Well, as you can see here, I have just unboxed the perfume. This one is from the brand Fukia 1833. And I got this one as a gift for myself as I visited New York. In fact, I have heard about this brand so many times, so many good things about this brand, but I could not find it in Bangkok, and this brand, they don't have a counter in department store or airport. They are sold only in their outlets, specific outlet, their stores. As far as I heard, they have stores in Tokyo, in New York, of course. So when I'm here, well, I have just visited my brother, and we went to New York together. Of course, I had to stop by at this store, and the first time, when I entered the store, I thought that, well, I told myself that I'm gonna spend maybe 15 minutes just to check out about the brand. But you know what? The staff, he was very, very nice, very friendly, very welcoming. So I told him that, well, I didn't have much time, and this was my first time at the shop, and I would like to explore the brand. And I asked if we have discovery set. Okay, well, I said no, we don't have discovery set, but we have exploration set, okay, for me to explore. That's interesting, and I can choose anything from what they have. So let's take a look. Let's put this aside a little bit. Here, this is what the sales associate presented me. This is a list of perfume that they have in the store. Over 100 perfume. So I told myself I was not going to make it in 15 minutes for sure. So I need to really clear my schedule for this, but still, I was on vacation and we had so many things to do. My parents were waiting, and this kind of thing. So I could only allow myself to be there for only 3 hours max. So I want to explore in detail about this brand, and I had attempted, I planned to at least bring a bottle with me, and here it is. And but before we talk about this bottle, let's talk about the brand. Okay, the Fukia 1833 is a niche perfume from Argentina. Yes, it's from Argentina, and I have never been to Latin America, to South America, so this is something very new to me. And they have over 100 fragrances. So where should I start? Well, as usual, I asked for the bestseller, and the answer was not very helpful. The sales associate told me that everything is more or less the same, depending on how I like. So without any choice, I had to go through step by step with the list here, and not only with the list that they have here. They have here listed 3 dominant notes for each fragrance under each name, along with the price in 100 ml, 30 ml, and the 8 ml extract. And also on the back, is it? Yes, here. On the back you can see is a map. Okay, it's a map of perfume on the table. So I can basically explore each of these, and then I can make note and find the one that I like and bring it home. After a good few minutes, I found a number of interesting things. For example, okay, I found this one, Muskara Cuero. Of course, it's leather, but this one is different from the Cueronge that I've just reviewed in a few clips before. And then the Cueronge is the leather of the angel is light, is airy. But this one, Muskara Cuero, is the leather, like raw hide leather, without any processing. You know, it's the material, the leather itself is so nice. It's natural. And the most interesting part, okay, the most interesting part about this brand is that they do not use any ingredients that comes from animals. So to make a perfume that smells like animal without using ingredients from animals, that is something interesting for sure. So I think that I was going to take that one home, but when I tried on my skin, it turned out completely different. From a rawhide leather, it turns into a sausage, a smoked sausage. So that's not going to be the one that I would feel comfortable wearing for sure. So in this case, I have to move on, and that is exactly what was suggested by the sales associate. He said that the ingredients that we have in the bottle, these are the things that we might have perceived as the main ingredients here, but the last composition will need to come from your skin, of course, and it is going to be different from one to the other. When we have tried on our skin, this could be different from others. So that's what I had to do basically. When I choose the Muskara Cuero, we found out that, well, you know, that's not going to be the one that I bring home for sure. Then let's move on. And you know, the time is running out, and I need to move on fast. So in this case, I need to pick the one that I want to bring home, you know. Since this is not something easy to find, for sure I needed at least one. But which one? Then while I was resting my nose, you know, and I want to learn more about the brand, I asked the sales associate to explain me about the brand, and he said that Fukia 1833. This one, I thought it must come from fig. Yeah, it's fig. And surprisingly, no. Well, pardon for my ignorance. Fukia is actually a name of girl, who was kidnapped by a European explorer at that time to prove of their discovery of the new land. And well, the story did not end well, you know, because after she was brought to Europe, she was exposed to different cultures, she was even raped. Okay, that's what the story said. So, and when she was returned back home in South America, in Argentina, her tribe, her people did not accept her because she had been contaminated, you know. And this was not something that, well, I cannot imagine myself if I were her. But the story of this Fukia girl had become or has represent the treasure that South America has to offer to the world, you know. And this is like a discovery for the very first time, and it was the first exposure of South American culture to the world as well. So that's why but this is the story allegedly was told to me by the sales associate in Soho, New York. And well, all the ingredients that I have seen here on the list, they are all, well, most of them, the main ingredients came from South America, local indigenous plants. And in the end, I picked this one. This one is called El Dorado, El Dorado. And the brand, I'm not sure if I've mentioned about this earlier. The amount that the number that they produce is limited. depending on the raw materials that they have to produce, okay, in each batch and so on. And this bottle, you can see here from the box, El Dorado is made, well, this one was made in 2022, and this one is number 6 out of 400. How do I know? How do you know that there are 400 bottles produced? Because here on this pamphlet, okay, it say right here, okay, they produce this batch 400 bottles in total worldwide, okay, worldwide, and this one is number 6. So the production is limited by the raw materials, as you can see here, number 6, and the bottles sit very well like this. So, and I'm trying to do the reverse unboxing here. This is a box which is made of hardwood. Okay, sit here like this. Oh, in fact, the wax paper has to go here first and slowly lower down like this. And the note from the brand that says that this bottle is free from polycyclic must compounds. This one is free from UV filters, synthetic preservatives, synthetic dye, and free of ingredients of animal origins. And this is made with sustainable energy. Okay, this perfume is made using 100% eolic energy. The carbon footprint has been compensated by the LifeGate Impacto Zero project. Okay, the quality control, they check the glass, the pump fit, the cap, the tube length, the engraving. Yeah, because on the bottle you can see that it was not stickered or paint or anything, not print, but engraving. The filtration, the essence, the color, the capacity in ml, and the serial number has been well checked. Okay, the musk of plant origin. And yeah, everything is natural, exotic ingredients that came that has been blended and undergone long maceration process. But the bottle said that it's made in Milano, so it's made in Milan with raw materials from Argentina, from Patagonia especially. And here it is. This is the bottle, the box, with all the ingredients, all the details in the back. And you know, when I first received it, I need to cut open with knife here, and I cut on both sides and open up like this. So with this pamphlet information and the bottle, but this is like the reverse unboxing. So at least you know how it is like. And the bottle is wrapped in this wax paper like this. The cap is snug fit, okay, it's not magnetic, but it's tight, and yeah, it's clearly that it is safe. It is safe. I can feel safe to lift it with the cap up here like this. So, and the cap is made of plastic, however. I believe it is plastic. It feels, okay, the texture feels like wood, but no, I think it's plastic. Maybe recycled plastic, who knows. But anyway, the bottle has been engraved, and I'm not sure if you can see it well here, but you can see the number. This one is number 6 out of 400 and has been made 2022. And spray is very soft. Let me spray it again. I'm not sure if you can see it. Like this. It's very soft and fine. And this one, El Dorado, the main notes are mandarin, neroli, and copaiba. Well, I know mandarin, I know neroli, but I don't know copaiba. So this could be something local, but how does it smell like? Well, you know, when I visited the shop, I told the store, the sales associate that, well, I don't like gourmand, I don't like fruity. But then, you know, they would like to surprise me that, well, maybe there could be some kind of fruits that I may like. And well, citrus is something easy, light, and refreshing, you know, and especially that I told them that I come from Thailand, where the weather is hot all year round. This can be a very good perfume that I can wear. But it's musky, you know, it's neroli, mandarin, which is green, bright, and I can feel like, you know, the uplifting sense. But it's not easy like that. I can feel some complexity at the middle part and in the base. So to me, this is something that I am familiar with, but the combination, okay, the formulation that they have made into this El Dorado is something different enough that I bring into my selection. How about you? Have you tried any of their perfume, okay, from the brand Fukia 1833? Well, if you have, well, tell me what do you like, which one you like the most, and which one you don't like. Out of 115 or 120 fragrances that they have here on their list, I'm sure that at least one is for everyone. Well, if I have time, more time, next time to visit the brand, the shop Fukia 1833, I will definitely spend more time and plan ahead to dive into the story of each of their selection. Well, that's all for now, and until next time. สวัสดีครับ